I would say a good death for me, the first word that popped into my head was choice, and alongside that, empowerment. And you can't have choice and you can't have empowerment unless you're having conversations about death now. And we live in a very death-phobic culture. People don't, I know my partner, when I first headed down this road of end-of-life doula, I would be talking about death a lot and planning and what does death look like for you. And that was very upsetting to him. He would shut down the conversation right away and say, I don't want to talk about this, it's too upsetting. But now it's been 2 or 3 years, and he's starting to want to have these conversations, and they sort of weave into our everyday conversations.
It is really important to be prepared. So I would say to anyone, write down what you want. And I have done that, and I have given it to my children. But I think, sometimes not to be absolute, because some things are a bit hard to organise. So to kind of, to actually be part of your family at the same time.
What I can say about advanced care planning is that my dad died seriously suddenly 3 years ago, just over 3 years ago. And they hadn't done an advanced care plan, but when Mum was thinking about what hymns are we going to have at the funeral, they were churchgoers, she went to her Bible, and in the front of it was slipped a little piece of paper that said, if I die, look on the computer under this folder. And we did that, and there was a list. If you're reading this, I've gone, and my funeral is about you, so you do what you want. However, if you want some advice, if you want some guidance, this, and this. So it was all laid out for us, but with the instructions that it was actually about us, not about him.
So there are 2 reasons why someone might come into Arohanui Hospice, and the main reason is actually if we can't get on top of symptoms at home. So I think a lot of people think that Arohanui Hospice is a place to die, and absolutely people do die at Arohanui Hospice, but most of the time people are coming in, it's because we've tried everything at home. So say if someone had some uncontrolled pain, we'll try everything we can at home, because home is the best place for them to be. And if that's not working, then we say, hey, how about you come in and have a stay with us? And then we've got that whole team, that whole te whare tapawha wrapped around you to get you as best as you can so you can go back home again.
Because we are seeing this rise in people wanting more natural options and also DIY options, and we're being budget conscious. Can we hope in the future that maybe those costs of natural burials might come down?
So I guess it's knowing where to seek that help, where to get those skills from, and it's that knowing and networking, really. I think that's the key. Having the ability to gather that information that's required and to be able to communicate that with who needs that.
I'm in kaumātua's homes quite regularly, and they are intergenerational most of the time. So we have kaumātua, their children, their grandchildren, sometimes their great-grandchildren, all in the one home. I was raised by my grandmother, who is now 99, so she was 99 on Thursday. So an open conversation with her was always just what it was. She always spoke about life, death. She lost her husband very young, so we've spent a whole long time of my life talking about what she wanted and having those conversations. So it was never a big problem for me, and it was never an issue just to talk about death as it comes. And so my plan for the future is that all households and all peoples can just talk about it in a natural way.